Hey crypto friends, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to give you I'm going to get a little psychological on you today, and I'm going to talk about some of the biggest keys to success when you're trading the crypto market. So guys, if you're new to the channel and you think you might enjoy the content that I create in the future, then go ahead and make sure to subscribe to this channel, you guys, and give this video a thumbs up because it helps me out. Why not, right? And also guys, feel free to go ahead and follow me here on Twitter as well if you'd like. You can find the link to it in the description below this video. I like to talk about altcoins, NFTs, day trading strategies, all kinds of good crypto shit on a daily basis. So if you guys are into that sort of thing, you might as well go ahead and give me a follow, you guys, because I'm only going to be here for the long term and I'm continuing to grow more and more on a daily basis, you guys. All right, so there's something I've noticed a lot lately. Okay, I very often get messages. I very often get messages on Twitter from various people who have watched a lot of my trading videos in the past, simply asking me questions that all kind of go around the same topic. Okay, and a lot of the topic is a lot of people are losing money, and a lot of them are losing money for one reason only, and it's the simple case of they're not psychologically thinking about the position that they're in when they're trading. Because here's the thing, you guys, when you're actively trading the market, you need to have a strategy. You have to have a strategy, okay? Without a strategy in place, then you start to become emotional, then you start to become, then you start to make really bad decisions, and just irrational decisions that ultimately you guys end up making you lose money in the long term. And nobody wants to do that. So guys, this video is mainly going to be aimed at people who are trying to trade the market on a regular basis. Whether you're trying to trade or swing trade or day trade, or you're just trying to scalp minuscule profits here and there, it's all going to be pretty much the same, okay? But realistically here, you guys, the number one thing that I have to tell you about here is you need to be patient, okay? Now, for the sake of this video, you guys, I'm going to be using the Bitcoin chart on the 1 hour chart, okay? Now, here's the thing. I'm not one of those traders that, has a bunch of lines everywhere. You don't need a bunch of lines to make money in the crypto market, okay? I'm an RSI and MACD trader. That's all I've been using for the last 5 years, and I continue to do well in this market. So, hey, I continue to use the same strategy I've always used. Here's the thing, you guys. Patience is number one, all right? You have to be patient, okay? Literally, you have to be patient. Now, what I mean by this, you guys, is, there may be times where you buy in, and actually, I'm sure a lot of times this probably happens. We probably buy in, and then within like 5 to 10 minutes, the coin drops, or the price drops because you bought in at the wrong time, you bought too high. So here's the thing, you guys. Realistically, that's going to happen a lot of the time, okay? We can't control what happens in this market. But a lot of the time, you guys, technically that happens a lot. You buy in and it drops. That's not your fault. But here's the thing. A lot of people, what they end up doing is just because it drops a little bit, they get scared. They get scared because they don't want to lose. And this is where they end up going wrong. They end up selling their position just because they lost a tiny bit. And then you know what happens within 12 hours after that happens? 12 hours later, the coin goes up, okay? So that is a perfect example of why you have to be patient when you're trading this market, you guys. You just have to be. See, this is kind of what I'm talking about here, okay? Let me just give you a little example here, all right, of where something like that would happen. So let's take a look back here. We're looking at Bitcoin on the 1 hour chart, okay? And I'm just going to find a spot real quick. Let's say right around here, okay? Let's say you bought in right here, okay? Let's say you bought in right here randomly, and you ended up going up to, you bought here at, let's say, 29,230, okay? And it ended up going up roughly to 29,381, literally just 1 hour later, okay? And then within an hour or 2 hours later, it dropped back down by, $100 or $200, and you ended up getting scared and you ended up selling out. But here's the thing, you guys, a lot of people end up doing this, and I don't understand why. Here's the thing, you guys, if you would just wait and hold on to it for a longer time, and here's the thing, this is the other crazy thing about it too. If you buy in right here, and it goes up right here, and you keep it till it goes right here, and it's still dropping and dropping and dropping, that is completely fine, you guys, because it is going to eventually go back up again, as you guys can clearly see. So if you bought here and ended up selling here, because it dropped down a little bit, or because you think it's going to drop down a little bit, you're losing out on a lot of money, and you need to be patient. This is why. Because simply, you guys, this is ultimately why you need to be patient, because you're going to end up losing money, okay? So here's the other thing, you guys. Let's say you bought here at 29,230 again, okay? and you ended up selling, for a loss or a little bit at, you ended up selling at, like 29,260. Obviously you're only going to make $10, but with minus fees and stuff like that, you're really not going to make anything, you guys. So realistically here, you're not making anything. But if you would have stayed patient and stayed in until it went up all the way up to here, you would have made some pretty decent gains. So realistically here, 29 from 29,230, 29,230 all the way up to, where was that? All the way up to where it stopped right way up here, 30,100, 30,100, 30,100. So guys, that's roughly a 3% gain, okay? Now, that 3% gain, you guys, happened all within a time frame of 24 hours, okay? So guys, this goes to show that just because your coin or your selected trading position goes down a little bit within a couple minutes of you buying in or within an hour of you buying in, it does not mean that it's not going to go up later, okay? So that's the thing here, you guys. Never sell for a loss, okay? Literally, never sell for a loss, all right? I've been doing this for 5 years now. I never sell for a loss, and I continue to make money in this market like nobody's business. So it works. If it works for me, it can work for you. You just gotta be smarter than yourself. You literally just have to just not sell, okay? So guys, here's the other thing, all right? The next thing I want to tell you about is you need to stop selling just because you lost a little bit of money, okay? That's the other thing, like I was just talking about. And another thing here, you guys, is you don't want to use your current holdings as leverage to buy more coins, okay? The goal is to accumulate more. The goal is to have more coins than you had before, okay? But you don't want to do it at the expense of losing your money by selling prematurely just because you were down a little bit or, in a short period of time. Instead, you guys, you want to use more fiat to accumulate more, okay? And that's simply because the goal here, you guys, is to have more coins than you had before, okay? So you've got, let's say for fun here, you've got 0.1 Bitcoin, okay? Your next goal is to get 0.2 Bitcoin and then 0.3, okay? You don't want to go from 0.1 down to 0.05 because you were impatient, okay? That's the thing here, you guys, because now once you're down to 0.05, it's going to take you double the time or 3 times the time to get back up to that 0.1 again. So realistically here, you guys, all you're doing is treading backwards by being impatient. Realistically here, you guys, it all falls down to being impatient, okay? All of this falls down to being impatient, which is why being patient is literally one of the biggest keys here when it comes to crypto trading, okay? Now, guys, as I said before, the overall end goal here should be to accumulate more and more coins or tokens, okay? But not at the expense of, potentially losing the coins or tokens that you already have. So let's say you're right here, okay? Let's say you've got, let's say you've got 0.1 Bitcoin right here, okay? And then you go up here, you hold on to it all the way up here and you sell, right? You sell, and then what you want to do, you guys, is you don't want that. This means you do not want to buy in another position right here. If you buy in another position right here, then you're not going to be able to buy more coins because you're buying at the same position. You need to wait until it drops down further again and then buy in again, and able to make more coins, okay? Now, I know that probably seems, kind of self-explanatory, and it realistically is, but you'd be surprised, you guys, as to how many people out there how many people there are out there that just don't, they just don't understand this concept. It happens more often than you honestly think, and it's pretty crazy to be honest with you. But realistically here, you guys, you have to be completely patient here, okay? Because you want to be able to build more coins. And the thing is, you guys, is obviously when it's going up or as it's going up, you want to buy in more coins. You don't have to use your current position to be able to make more coins, okay? Meaning you don't need to wait until it goes up all the way to be able to buy in more coins, okay? So realistically, if you want to buy more coins and you want to build your overall portfolio, buy in with more fiat, okay? Do not leverage your current positions to be able to get more coins because it might not happen, and you might end up losing money over it, and it'll cause you to be impatient. It'll cause you to really screw with your emotions. So realistically here, you guys, everything falls down to just being completely patient, you guys. So overall here, you guys, that's all I really wanted to get across in this video. So that'll pretty much do it for this one. So I'll go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, before you guys leave, again, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section of my future videos or chatting with me here on Twitter.